Subscribe for more. Presidential Notice. Continuation of the national emergency with respect to Libya. February 24th, 2025. Background and initial declaration. 2011. On February 25th, 2011, the President declared a national emergency through Executive Order 13,566 under the authority of the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA. This action was in response to the severe threat to U.S. national security and foreign policy posed by Colonel Muammar Gaddafi, his government, and his close associates. The threats included the use of extreme violence against unarmed Libyan civilians, including the use of weapons of war and mercenaries, the risk of misappropriation of Libyan state assets by Gaddafi, his family, or associates, which could further destabilize Libya, a humanitarian crisis resulting from Libyan civilians fleeing violence, leading to regional instability. The deteriorating security situation and attacks posed a direct risk to Libya's stability and, by extension, U.S. interests in the region. Expansion of the national emergency, 2016. On April 19, 2016, the President signed Executive Order 13,726, expanding the original national emergency's scope to address ongoing threats. This expansion was necessary due to continued violence and instability in Libya, including attacks on Libyan state facilities, foreign diplomatic missions, and critical infrastructure, ongoing human rights abuses and violations of the United Nations arms embargo imposed by UN Security Council Resolution 1970-2011, the misappropriation of Libya's natural resources, which further fueled conflict and undermined peace efforts. The expanded order recognized that these issues threatened Libya's peace, security, and sovereignty, its territorial integrity, the democratic transition process, regional stability, which in turn posed a threat to U.S. national security and foreign policy interests. Current status and justification for continuation, 2025. The situation in Libya remains unstable, continuing to threaten the national security and foreign policy of the United States. Persistent concerns include the risk of asset diversion by Gaddafi's family, associates, or other individuals obstructing Libya's national reconciliation, ongoing violence, political instability, and foreign influence that undermine peace efforts and exacerbate regional instability. As these threats remain unresolved, the national emergency must continue to safeguard U.S. interests. Extension of the national emergency. In accordance with Section 202D of the National Emergencies Act, the President has extended the national emergency for one additional year, beyond February 25, 2025. This extension ensures continued asset protection to prevent misappropriation by individuals undermining Libyan stability, regulatory and legal mechanisms to address ongoing security threats and violations of international law, support for diplomatic efforts aimed at promoting peace, national reconciliation, and Libya's democratic transition. Overall summary. The national emergency with respect to Libya, originally declared in 2011 and expanded in 2016, remains in effect due to the continued instability and threats to U.S. national security and foreign policy interests. The situation in Libya, characterized by violence, political fragmentation, and risks of asset misappropriation, justifies the extension of emergency measures for another year. This decision allows the United States to maintain sanctions, control Libyan assets under U.S. jurisdiction, and support efforts to stabilize Libya and protect American interests in the region. Subscribe for more!